your breakthrough. With tips and stories, this podcast will guide you towards a healthier and happier version of yourself. Tune in every week for a new episode and let us help you envision a better life for yourself.
Hello, everybody. Hello. But excuse my scratchy voice. I'm getting over cold. But first and foremost, how you doing? Drop it in the feed. And then also, today's Win Wednesday. I did a little something different here because guess what? It's just going to be you and I. So I'm excited. But before I get any further, because you know how I go, how I get down, I'll be getting the talking and all. So, you have 3 homework assignments. The first one, how are you doing? Drop it in the feed. Number 2, it's Wins Wednesday. What is your win for this week? And number 3, go grab your girlfriends, family members, and all. Get your pen and paper. We're going to sit down, and it is just going to be us sitting down together. So as you do that, I'm going to give you a few minutes. I'm going to go, and I'm going to give you 30 seconds to go get that. So go ahead. Okay, did you have enough time? Did you go get your pen and paper? Look, I even got me my beverage. Now, y'all already know I already had my snack, but I have my beverage here. I cannot wait so we can sit down and we can have some talk. And actually, what I'm doing is today, since it's just you and I've been given some questions to ask. But before I go any further, let me show you Tonight's sponsor is Vision Made Magazine. This is the latest issue of Vision Made Magazine. If you are interested, look, we'll hold it over here. If you're interested in gaining this copy of Vision Made Magazine, you can email me at visionsmadellc@gmail.com, and someone will get with you if you're interested in these. Here's the topics. Look, let me go this way. 4 must-use time. Who doesn't need to know about some time tracking tools, empower your finances with the vision boards, fitness goals, bingo. I thought that was fun as well. So again, tonight's show is sponsored by Vision Made Magazine. If you're interested in getting a copy, let me know. So I have questions, you guys. And if you have any questions that you would like for me to answer, drop them in the feed. Let me know. Also, too, if you are not a StreamYard user, in order for me to see your comments now, I need for you to give me access to it. If not, I will see your comments after I get off of tonight's show. Just want to let you know, I've noticed everybody be dropping me comments, nuggets, and all, and I appreciate you all, and I'd love to give you a shout out, but I can't see them until after the show. So if you can give me a shout out, I greatly appreciate it. I will be trying to follow you on my phone here, especially since it's just me here. So again, I see those of you are coming in, let me know. You guys always have 3 homework assignments. And so the first one is, today is Win Wednesday. What is your win for this week? I want to hear it. Number 2, go get your girlfriend and girlfriends pen and paper because it's going to be fun. And then number 3, how are you doing? I want to hear that. I mean, I'm always asking because we get caught up in the day-to-day hustle and bustle, but we forget to take care of us. So don't forget to drop those in the feed. But without further ado, so I'm going to read the question and then I will answer it. If anyone has any questions they would like for me to answer during this show, I will be happy to do this. So the first question is, someone had wrote to me, what does burnout mean to me? And to me, burnout has taken on so many different, has taken on a lot onto me. It's taken on several animals where burnout to me led to frustration, and frustration to me because I was giving so much control or so much power to others and to situations and not taking that power back. However, one of my coaches remind me to value me. And so now I'm learning how to take that power back and not allowing anything to get me burned out. Right. And it's easy to get burnout. Now, let's be honest. It's very easy to get burnout, but you can be in control of your burnout. And so I want you to understand that to be burnout is all different. It looks different ways to everybody. But the way to handle it is to step back for a moment and decompress and understand, why are you burnt out? What has led you to being burnt out? Which that's what I've started doing. Again, and it allowed me to take inventory on me, right? And so really, another question someone asked me is, why did I even create the podcast enVision Me show? And I did that because, and if you don't know, sometimes I'll start out the beginning with welcome ladies in and out of corporate. And I want women to understand that this show is for you no matter where you are in your life. If you're sitting at a corporate desk and you're like, I want to move up the corporate ladder, but I don't know how. Or that you are wanting that life of, maybe you want to go after another profession, and it's okay. Or better yet, you want to go after the entrepreneurship life. It's all on you. It's for you to live your best life, how you want to do it. And I guess also too, I want to say this. I was also burned out because of the me thinking or I was living life for everybody else, right? Living life's norms, but not Pam's norms. And so I had to really tweak that. How did it feel? I was scared. I was uncertain. I felt like I may be judged, and so much more. But I did it because I know what is in store for me. I feel it, I see it, and I can touch it. So I also so that was the reason why I wanted to create, why I created this enVision Me show, is because whatever you envision for you, not what society envisioned for you, not what your family envisions for you, not what anybody envisioned for what do you envision for yourself? And I think I did post that before today's show. And and for me, what I envision for myself is, living the life for me and satisfying Pam, not satisfying anybody else. And if that satisfaction means I get to sit on the beach, may it be that I'm climb up the corporate ladder, may it be that I go get a different job. It's up to me and no one else. And I'm taking back that power. So that's why the enVision Me show was created, so that I know that I can take that power back, but also showing you that you can go after that power. So then the other question was it necessary? And I have to say yes. And here's why. I've asked so many women, are they doing what they envision for themselves? And I'm going to ask that here right now. Are you doing what you envision for yourself? And when I was asked that, I would have to honestly say, at the beginning, I said maybe a couple years ago, no, I was not. And I wanted to be honest with you, and I want to be transparent, because I did that because I was not, because of, oh, look, um I didn't do anything because I was afraid of judgment. I was afraid of being, I'm going to say it. I was just afraid of being judged, and judged by, and it doesn't even, no one in particular. So please don't drop me a link. Well, Pam, who is it? It's no one in particular. It's just, I had the fear of being judged. Now, knowing that I have to take value in Pam, the judgment of you judging me, it doesn't even bother anymore. And so what that has felt like, and so let me back up. So what that had caused was all this what I want to say, the limited beliefs creeped in, right? I believed in whatever. I was worried about what everybody else was thinking of me. I was doing everything what everybody was what they suggested to do, to do, which led to my business somewhat. And so my business was formulated around what they felt, not what I felt. So now you're getting ready to see what Pam feels, and how I feel that women that are sitting in the same spot that I'm in, that I can be of service to them. I can serve them now versus I wasn't serving them. So the reason why I again created this enVision Me show, because I want women such as yourself, either you were in corporate or you're out of corporate, one or the other, but knowing that we are enVision Me is here to serve you to go after your what's next. I want you to live the best life. And let me say this too. What really has shown me that I should be doing this is, I was asked, and I'm going to ask you question number 2. The question was asked, if you were given a limited time on this earth to live, what would you do? 24 hours or 10 hours, what would you do? Drop it in the feed. I want to hear, because I want us to understand that, and we can live our life the way we want to live it, not to anybody else's expectations. And I am your leader and I am your coach, and I am going to be the forefront of this. So understand that's what I'm starting to do, which then means that I have to be authentic and I have to be transparent with you and showing you that I'm doing it and how I'm doing it and how I feel. So it's all about the breakthrough. As you see, look, my head's in the way. All about the breakthrough and how we're doing it. And it's also about me being authentic. So I'm breaking down all these barriers so you can see. Am I scared? Not as I used to be, but still am a little bit. But am I going to let that stop me? Absolutely not. So knowing that, I'm hoping this encourages you or empowers you to go after your what's next, no matter what. Now, another question that I was asked was, how do I choose the topics for the enVision Me show? I think I've answered it, but if not, it's all based on, I want other women that are out here listening to the show know that there's other women around the world that are out here going after their what's next, but they face their obstacles and they're still doing it. And so I want you to know that as I am doing it, there are other women that are next to me. We're walking arm in arm, and you'll get to meet them. If you didn't get to see, I've already had some women on the show within the last couple of weeks. Even this week, I had an amazing publicist. Her name is Tammy Polk. Do you know how many books she has written? 200. She has written 200 books, which then what she did was, in order for her books to be put into a bookstore, she created her own bookstore. So see, these are the women that I'm bringing to the table, that they're out here not allowing a no to hold them back. So Tammy came on this week. She talked about, and if you guys missed it, it is now out there so you guys can hear what Tammy had talked about this week on how she got to writing, how she had written 200 books. She actually reached her 200th book Christmas Eve. And yes, they can be found on Amazon. And then she has her own book store. I think that's amazing. And like what they always say, if you can't get to the table, build your table. And she's built her table amazingly. So again, if you want to hear her story on how she has become that's what it is, a literary coach, then you guys check out our episode from this Monday with Tammy Polk. What else did she also talked about is, she even given you, if you were like me in the past before I got to this point, you're like, well, what can I do? I'm pumped now. I'm ready to go and do what my what's next is, but I don't know what it is. If you're looking into doing writing books, And she even walked this real quick. She even gave you a roadmap on 5 ways that you can, where you can make your book become a lucrative business. And then we did all that and still had fun and everything on Monday. So with that being said, if you're sitting somewhere and you're like, I want to do, I'm ready to work on my what's next. Maybe if your what's next is being a writer, check us out. Her story is amazing. She's written what it says, "Girl, go eat a cookie." That is her signature. She's done some amazing work. So check her out. So my topics are all based around women that are empowering and inspiring women around the world to go after their what's next. And they're kicking down the no's, they're kicking down the I can'ts and going after and making the I can, as she has done. And she has created her bookstore. And so that's what I've done. I've been told no on so many occasions that has led me now to have created the podcast, has created the magazine, that has created the streaming channel. And it's just so much more coming down. I can't tell y'all what it is, but coming down the pike that I too have created my table. So if you're looking for, let me stop here. If you're looking for a way to create your own table, but you don't know where to start at, go ahead and drop me a line at visions, VISIONS MADELLC and put in the subject line calendar, and I will definitely sit down. We can have a 30-minute chat on what you envision for yourself, and we'll create a quick little vision made roadmap on how you can get to your what's next. So my next question someone had asked me is, what tools and resources is helpful for my journey? I have several resources, and the first resource is I surround myself with women who will challenge me. I don't sit with just anybody. They have to come with a purpose, as I come with a purpose, so we can serve each other. And then my other resource is I love to read. Those of you who don't know, I have Book on the Shelf that is in the magazine. And sometimes I even bring authors on, such as Tammy, on to enVision Me, and they talk about their book, which I believe one way that we can expand our minds to make us powerful is by reading. So that is how the resources I use. I also do a lot of meditation. Every morning before I get up, I will meditate about 30 minutes. I used to do it for 45. I'm trying to get back into the habit of 45 minutes of meditation, but at least now I'm up to 30 minutes, and I just sit quietly, very quiet. There is no sound, as you hear in my house now. And I start meditating. And that's so I can get in tune with me. And before everything goes on, before the hustle and bustle is going on around me, that's what I do. And see, what else do I do? I think that's it. I think that one other thing that we always talk about here, and where you'll hear me talk more about it, it's important for your tribe. It's important to have your tribe around you, and the right tribe. Not everybody can come to the table. And let me say this, another transparent moment. When I started on this journey, I thought everybody will be on this journey and they will be rocking it with me. Come to my surprise, that is not true. Y'all, I was so disappointed and I was so hurt that I had to go in my shell and get myself I had to collect myself because I was surprised. And so that was one disappointment. Then the second disappointment was, okay, I realized that not everybody's going to be rocking with me like I thought they would. Let me let the table that has been created, let me bring them to the table. Let me bring some people to the table that will support this table. That was not the case either, you guys. Again, I was so devastated. I was so hurt that it then led me to where I heard my second mentor say, "You build the table and you invite only 4 people to the table." And that was when I realized 4 people, and those 4 people have to be able to support the table. They're like the legs. So if one of the legs break, or if I break, knowing that they'll still hold that table up. And those are my ride or dies. And I promise you, I have 4 that I can call on at any time. But that was important to me. And it's important as you're going through any journey, as you're going through the journey of going after your what's next. And understand, if it's like I said, if it's climbing the corporate ladder, if it's even just going after this new job in your department or in another department, or if you're even going to want to be an entrepreneur again, you need a tribe that will support you. And it doesn't have to be 50, it can be 5, or better yet, it can be 4, and that's it. So note that. So that's what I do as my tribe. So real quick, everybody, before, I love to talk, so I will. So real quick, everybody, as you know, I am out here. I want you to know why I did this. And I did this because I want you to know that we're going to be able to sit at this sit up here, and I'm going to come here, and we're going to tear down, or tear apart all the pieces that is holding you back from your what's next. And the pieces are the what ifs, the I can'ts, the knowing, the fear of failure, the fear alone itself, not having a supportive tribe, not even knowing what your what's next is, which that at the beginning of my journey really scared me, because I'm like, I didn't even know what I was going to do. And here's where I've landed, and I love what I'm doing. So that really scared me. But knowing that I have a tribe, as you do here, and knowing that your fear can be conquered. It can be and will be conquered, because again, you have a tribe right here, and you have a support. Not only me, but as I said, there's so many women that are walking with me arm in arm, that is going after they're doing their what's next. Like I said, if you miss it, Tammy Polk, she's doing it. She created her own table. She's created her own everything. Not only her, I've had so many other women, just like I just had Burnett Sherman, who is out here for the health and wellness. I've also had on here Krista Ford, who is an Olympian. You guys, these women are out here building their table, creating their community, to make it necessary for them to create their what's next. And they don't have to, they have their community, and it's not big. So you do too. So knowing that there is no reason now, every week when I ask you, are you working on, as I posted earlier today, are you working on your what's next? Or are you working on what you envision for yourself for this week? I expect to hear, I'm thinking about it, or yes. That's where our wins come in. And I believe in supporting our wins. And like I said, this is my win right here. This is one of my babies. And actually it's tonight's sponsor for tonight's show is Vision Made Magazine. And if you're interested in being a sponsor for Vision Made Magazine, or if you would like to put an ad in the magazine, drop me a line at visions, VINISONS, made, LLC, at gmail.com. And in the subject line, just put sponsor, and I will be in touch. If I won't, there will be someone there. But note that we are opening up for sponsors inside the magazine. We're also opening up, look, as you see down here at the bottom, do you see that down at the bottom, where tonight's sponsor is Vision Made Magazine? If you're interested in having your logo on here, as well as if you would like to be a sponsor for the enVision Me show, again, I am taking sponsors. You can email me at visions, VINISONS, made, at made LLC at gmail.com. And then in the subject line, if you would just put sponsors, I would greatly appreciate it. So I'm hoping that tonight's show can give you a little insight on who Pam is, that she's the CEO of Vision Made Media, what she does, and how come I'm always getting why did I create the enVision Me show? And not only that, then I was also asked, since we're going to go ahead and talk about the magazine, they were also asking me, well, why did I create a magazine? And let me say this. First, it was I was asked, what do I want to do since I was having the podcast? And I said, well, it would be so cool if I had my own magazine. Now, the magazine is a spin-off of the enVision Me show, but it's the written version, as well as it has in here some I love vision boards. If those of you who don't know, I love me a good old vision board. I do vision boards every 30 days, and I'm working on them as we speak. So we'll real quick. And so the envision so Vision Made magazine is also a spin-off of the enVision Me show. So you have not only the written piece of what'll help you, empower you, inspire you to go after your what's next. Then now you have the audio piece that will empower and inspire you to go after your what's next, which is tonight's show. So you cannot say we're not out here supporting and we're not out here cheering you on and we got you through your what's next. So I'm hoping that this tonight's show has gotten you to know who I am. I did give you where I was vulnerable. I want you to know that as I have faced all the obstacles that there can be, I've been told I can't do it. I've been told no. I don't even know how many times. No to me and my family and everyone laughs at me. No to me means yes in my ears. So I understand that I do that, but understand that it is scary, but you don't have to do this by yourself. I've taken it. I'm taking it on with you. So you've got your cheerleading team. You have your table. You have one of your legs that can support your table. So know that we got you. So if you're interested, again, if you're interested in being a sponsor for Vision Made magazine and the enVision Me show, email me at visionsmadellc@gmail.com. And then in the subject line, if you would put sponsor and I will reach back out to you, or somebody will reach back out to you. And before I close down tonight's show, today is Win Wednesday. And so what is your win? I mean, come on now. I see y'all out there. Tell me what your win is. And I'm going to tell you my win. Let me see if I can get it real quick. So I even have now my vision board on my phone. And so I take it, not only do I take this with me, not only do I have it in paper form, but I also take it with me. This is to remind me and this is to motivate me. So if you're looking to get some motivation, or if you want to sit down and just say, Pam, I need to talk through my what's next, or my roadmap to my what's next, email me at visionsmadellc@gmail.com, and I definitely will do that. We will be in touch and we can sit down sit down with you and create a map for you and create your what's next. You guys, this was fun. I love a good old, sitting down and chatting. So next time that it's just you and I'm going to start doing some vision boards where I sit down and I'm going to show you how I do my 30-day vision board. One thing, let me show you what I do as part of my vision board, so you can be ready for it. And I have to do some more. This is my goal jar, not gold, goal, GOAL, gold jar. And each one of these strips of paper represent each week of the month. So I'm right on task. I just need to get one more piece of paper for this week. And I write down what I have accomplished for the week. Then the objective is, at the end of the year, we're going to have this party. I'm going to have it this year. Mark, I'm saying it now, Mark my words. We're going to have a big party and we're going to open up the goal jar and we're going to talk about the goals that has been met for 2025. So if you're ready to be part of this journey with me, and every time you accomplish a goal, go grab you some strips of paper like I have here, grab you a jar, grab you a bag or whatever you want to keep your goals that you have reached each week. And we will talk about them. Now, if you're needing some help if you're needing help on the obstacle that you're facing to reach this goal, you guys, I'm here for you. I'm all about empowering you, inspiring you to go after your what's next. So let's do this. I'm excited. I'm pumped. Look, I'm going to need some music because I'm so excited. But note that we are going to get this. And I am going to help you get over the finish line as you're going to help me get over the finish line. So without further saying, I want you all to know that you are all amazing, and know that you only get one life to live. You guys remember, I was just asked earlier this week if I was given a certain amount of time, a limited amount of time, what would I do in that time frame? So I would love to hear what you would say, as well as know that you only have one life to live. Live it to your fullest. And it's time for you to make your vision made and stop worrying about others and going after your what's next, and live the life that you can live. And know that your visions can be made. Until then, you guys, I want you guys to know that you rock. You're all amazing. And let me see, I don't even know if I have any music. I don't think so. But anyways, I want to thank you all and take care of yourselves. And if you felt this show was empowering, inspiring, and you felt like someone needed to hear some inspiration, or if you felt that someone needed to know who I am, please do this. Please share. I believe sharing is caring. If you have any comments, concerns, or if you want to hear about a different topic, do that. Drop me a line. I want to do, as I said, this show is for us. It's to us and to be empowered. Until next week, you guys, when I come in here and help you to get inspired, empowered, and going after your what's next so you can get your vision be made. Take care, everyone.